welcome to Meeting Malcolmus, a pavement podcast.
I wanna say,
hey, it's JD here. I'm back home, and it's another week of exploring the catalog of seminal indie rock band Pavement, track by track, week over week, uncovering new stuff hidden inside the old, like a Russian doll almost, you know? And having a good time doing it with you. I am uncool and underqualified, yet here I am with you 75 weeks later. Now, some of you astute calendarists may have noticed that this is a day late. It's not August 6th, the Thursday. It's August 7th. And there is method to my madness. A year ago today, we lost David Berman, and I thought that I would push today's episode back one day in tribute to our fallen comrade, DCB. So there's that. On that front, I want to talk right off the top about a project that I just became aware of moments ago, really. I was on Reddit and I saw that somebody had posted a tribute to David Berman, and it's through Bandcamp. And today is Bandcamp Day, where artists get the full kick at the can. So if you order something from Bandcamp today, you're helping an artist out. And I did do that. I ordered this record called, it's a little cute, I suppose, but it's called I Remember Berman. I Remember Berman. Yeah. And it's by Healy. It's 10 tracks. And it's a tribute to David Cloud Berman. It says, "It's been a year of remembering you, how you are a handful of echoes you left behind. Here are a handful of echoes you left behind. Thank you for all of them. Thank you for existing. All profits made from this release will go to AFSP, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention." And it was released today, August 7th, 2020. So buy the fuck out of this. Let's help Healy raise some money. It's got a bunch of tracks on it, but I'm going to play one for you now. I'm going to play one of my favorite Silver Jews songs, and it's a lot of people's favorite, I suppose. Maybe it's too on the nose. I don't know, but I'm going to play it anyway. So here it is. This is from I Remember Berman by Healy. This is Random Rules on Meeting Malcolmus, a pavement podcast.
In 1984, I was hospitalized approaching perfection. Slowly screwing my way across Europe, they had to make the correction. Broken and smoking where the infrared deer plunging the digital stain. I tell you they make it so you can't shake hands when they make your hand shake. I know you like to line dance, and everything's so democratic and cool. Baby, there's no guidance when random rules. I know that a lot of what I say has been lifted off of men's room walls. Maybe I've crossed the wrong rivers and walked down all the wrong halls. But nothing can change the fact that we used to share a bed. And that's why it scared me so when you turned to me and said, Yeah, you look like someone. Yeah, you look like someone who up and left me. Oh, boy, you look like someone that I used to know. Like to line dance. Everything is so democratic and cool. Baby, there's no guidance when rhythm rules. I asked the painter why the roads are colored black. He said, Steve, it's because people even know highway can bring them back. So if you don't want me, I promise not to linger. But before I go, I gotta ask you, dear, about that tan line on your ring finger. No one should have two lives. Now you know my middle names are wrong and right. Honey, we've got two lives to give tonight. To give tonight. To give tonight. To give tonight.
So it's a pretty faithful recreation of a famous track, and kudos to Healy, Heal. Let me double check here if it's an EY. Yeah, it is Healey, and the record is called I, and then REMEMBERMAN. Rememberman. I'm a little out of breath today. Had a rough day yesterday. Ate a lot of pot, and it was one of those days where I ate a bunch that I normally does a good job, and it wasn't doing anything, or didn't feel like it was doing anything, and so I ate the same amount again, and then all of a sudden everything kicked in, and it was like, wow. So I couldn't have done this even if I wanted to. I couldn't have figured out what buttons were which. Now, I want to thank you for paying attention while I was away. I know the tracks sounded shitty. There was some, I got a couple messages, including one from our friend Pete, and letting us know that there was some garbled stuff in there too. So almost like interference. It was basically the interference was caused because of the dongle that I was using. And I hope not to have to use that dongle again. But by the same token, I hope I can, go somewhere. My wife and I were actually talking about going to Barbados to work for a little while. She works from home, so she can work from anywhere. So we were thinking packing up the kids in December and heading out for a couple months. So you might have to deal with that again in the future, but I think we'll all persevere, don't you? So we're done Wowie Zowie, and that seems like a major milestone. We're 75 weeks deep into this project, give or take. And yeah, that seems like a major fucking milestone. Wowie was one. Wowie was my Mount Everest. I was really nervous about going into it because it's so diverse and it's so loved by so many. and I wanted to make sure that, I gave it, it's just rewards, I suppose. So there's that. I am wildly out of breath today. It feels like I've jogged a lap or something. And so I apologize for breathing so heavily into your ears, unless you enjoyed, in which case you can leave a nickel on the counter, and I'll be your new loud breather person. So we're not going from Wowie to Brighten the Corners, because there is an EP in the middle, an EP that was released in 1996, and we've talked about it on the show already. We've talked about it.
Shop limited time deals on last minute gifts now at Lowe's. Save $50 on a Werner 6-foot aluminum stepladder. Was $89, now just $39. Plus, get your choice of select Craftsman V20 tools for only $39. And save time and money with free shipping on orders of $45 or more. Because Lowe's knows deals. Offers valid 12/5 through 12/11. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii.
When we did our contest, and for those of you who won the contest, I don't have names in front of me right now, and I feel terrible for not remembering. I'm mailing those out today, so that's August 7th. I'm mailing them out today, I've been away, and it's just been chaos and madness in every direction. So the record that I'm talking about, the EP that I'm talking about, is Pacific Trim. This is 3/5 of Pavement. This is Steve and Bob and Steve West. And we know that it had been booked to be a Silver Jews recording, but David Berman exited out of the process, leaving the band at first, a little miffed and upset because they had made their way to Easley Studios. And then they thought, well, why don't we just record some Pavement stuff? Why don't we just get some songs out and go from there? And at this point, writing the skeletons of the songs, the bulk of the songs anyway, were Steve and Steve. Malcolmus was writing the songs, but Steve was, there to work with him as they were writing through the songs, if that makes sense. And that's sort of how this broke down. They would break songs that way. And this session turned into something that is, I think it's a pretty loved EP, Pacific Trim. It's the one with the dinosaur on the front and the two kids on the dinosaur. It's sort of a trip. You see it a lot in the Slow Century, movie. It's funny. I was listening to a podcast the other day. I was listening to the Malcolmus Conundrum podcast, and they were not very fond of Slow Century, and they're big Pavement Malcolmus fans. But just one of the hosts was suggesting, that it just didn't have what he was looking for in a doc, and somebody else piped up and said that it's a perfect Pavement document. Like it makes complete sense, with this band, that it's not perfect. And I tend to agree with that statement. I tend to agree with, I liked the information that it provided. I knew most of it from reading Perfect Sound Forever, which came out around the same time. But, it's still got a visual sort of ramshackleness to it that I really dig. Anyway, all four of these songs that appeared on Pacific Trim are also on Sordid Sentinels, the Wowie Zowie box set, or the Wowie Zowie reissue, if you're looking for them. The CD is out of print, but you can probably get it at Discog. And what else can I tell you? I can tell you that it's a 3-song CD EP, but I believe I Love Perth, which is the 4th song, was only on like the vinyl 7-inch. So I'll look that up while I play the first song from this, and we'll go from there. The first song is a song called Give It a Day. If you haven't heard it, you're in for a treat. It's a great fucking song. Hard to believe Malcolmus was just sitting on this, or, you know, if he wasn't sitting on it, he, you know, just shit it out. It's a nice little ditty. So let's give it a spin. This is Give It a Day on Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast.
Increased Mather told her daddy, I roundly disagree with you. Your vocal style's too preachy. All the yokels mock your teaching. But Cotton, he was just so oblivious to all their cutting pleas. Soon the town folk took to it. In every pew they looked to him for guidance, just like eyeless lambs awaiting that old kebab stand. The skeptics form, the nation's born, want to have it Cotton's tree, but Increase had them out to them they burned on open fire. So the word spread just like smallpox in the Sudan. The church cried, give it a day, 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 give it a day. Years and years have passed since the Puritans invaded our soul, just like those Arab terrorists. You'll never know, but today the gods can't make us quake. We see our lives as situations, eyes are eyes and teeth are teeth. Well, mine are rotten underneath. I got 2 ways we can separate from the clan. I could fly, I I hope you profited from this bulletin and stabilized your land. You gentrified your Alzheimer clan, but your father is another one of them. I don't want to mention him again, cause I talked to him last night. He hates my guts. We had a fight and he called you a slut. Girl, why is that? What did you do to him to make him think?
Oh man. That is an infectious melody. And it's one that will just ream its way into your brain and not leave you alone. There's my breathing again. Good grief. Good grief. Good fucking grief. Anyway, you only get paid off one time though. That chorus, give it a day, give it a day, give it a day. We only get, you know, a nice blow off that one time. The second time through, you get, I'm going to fly, I'm going to fry, and it holds. And then the last time you get just this really big, you know, sort of build. What did you do to him? And, yeah, I don't know. I think, lyrically, smallpox in the Sudan, more than one way to get out from the clan. I don't have a line on this. It seems like it's telling, there's a bit of narrative here, but I don't pick up on it. I don't follow it. So I'm dumb, but, definitely melodic hook salad. This is dynamite. And then if you were to isolate the guitar, the lead, the lead track, if you could isolate that, it is just on fire. Like there is just some great noodle work some great solo style noodle work going on over top of the main, sort of chug. Really good song. I like this. This would have fit nicely on Brighten the Corners, I suppose. So it tips the hand as to what's coming up. But it also feels like the beginning of SM's solo work. This would fit really well on his first solo record. It's got more of a narrative through line, or seemingly so, like a lot of those songs on Stephen Malkmus, the self-titled LP do, especially coming away from Pavement, where it was much more non sequitur and fragmented. So I'm all over the place here. God damn it. Anyway, I like the song. That's the key. How do you feel about this song? Send me an email, jd@meetingmalcolmus.com. I think I got 2 emails or something like that. I'm not going to read any this week, but I'd be curious to know any David Berman stories you have, as well as, SM stories. I got to tell you that I hope everyone is doing okay. I hope everyone is fine. I didn't say that off the top, but obviously it is top of my mind when I think about doing this show. I've got to meet quite a few neat people, and it means a lot. It's pretty cool to have a community like we have. So there's that. I think I'm going to hit the bricks, and we'll talk a little bit more about Pacific Trim next week, and we'll get into more of the songs before we wrap it up and head into Brighten the Corners with our friend Bobby from Atlanta. So get ready for that. I'll talk to you soon, and be well. Stay cool. And it's almost September. God damn it. Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast, is a weekly affair. Connect with JD at jd@meetingmalcolmus.com. Please support the pod by rating, reviewing, or sponsoring us at meetingmalcolmus.com. And hey, I'm social. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Meeting Malcolmus.
An O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card is the perfect gift for that hard-to-buy-for person. Give the gift of convenience from O'Reilly Auto Parts.